Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. And yes, it's another exciting time today. Uh, Taking to an important topic, and this week we are going to be going more enterprise. We are going to be going more into uh, innovation, entrepreneurial knowledge and skill, and also personal development. So we have two sections today, the morning section and the afternoon section. So the morning section, as you may know, to be taken by Mary, and she is the Hub Manager of Benue Agro Innovation Hub, a very astute professional who has a lot of exploit on a belt. So sit back as we go through the section today. Thank you so much for joining in once again. Let's just quickly do uh, our usual introduction to remind us why we do what we're doing. So I'm just going to skim through um, the I'm going to skim through the presentation. Please take this time to invite your friends, invite other participants to join in, because this is going to be an eye-opening one as usual. Yeah, thank you so much, Elizabeth. I can see Elizabeth. I can see a defined mom Ifine. I can see Adekoya anointing. So yeah, welcome once again, everybody. So like I said, this week is going to be focused on enterprise and personal development and some of the classes that we do not have previously, which is be it technical, and from other global professional leaders. We are going to be having them this week. And a good thing is that this week would be the wrap. We'll be wrapping up the virtual section on masterclass for the PAIP, that's the Precision Agriculture Incubation Program. This is what we'll be doing this week. I'm super excited. So we're going to be sharing with you in the afternoon section details as to we are also going to be having our emails on selection for the next stage of the training, which is the hands-on physical on-site training. Like I said, it's really competitive, and trust me, it is our wish to be able to have everybody who have registered. We have close to 2,600 registrants, and which I believe are participating in this program already across the world, especially from different countries in Africa. So yeah, the on-site is also going to be we will be receiving students or participants from other countries, in Nigeria for this. But our mission or our vision is sort of to see this training this program, across different nations. As our mission is to raise the next generation of tech inclined and digitally savvy farmers. So, and which you are one of them, and we are super excited to be contributing to your journey, to become a relevant professional, a knowledgeable professional. Thank you so much once again for joining in. So this week, be ready to join through. Ensure you are marking, you are tending to the attendance form, right? That means to show that you are, with us in the program and you are actively. And thanks to many of you, that I see on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on X, sharing your experience with us. It's still the last, week of the virtual section, right? You can still do more videos, articles, posts. Please, we are always encouraged saying that. We are always encouraged. Tell the world what you are gaining here. Let them know the impact, because you would agree with me that it's not, just an easy feat bringing to you global professionals across the world, sharing with you and bringing practical insights as to how to leverage technology. And I also believe that this program has also inspired many of you to begin to think to begin to think in the direction of innovation, in the direction of precision agriculture. You are well informed right now, right? So yeah, we are super glad to be doing this. So this week, as I said, we're going to be having enterprise knowledge. Uh, Today, we're going to be talking about creating market-driven agritech innovation. So, if you have the agritech innovation, how do you bring it to market, right? How does it benefit, the target audience maximally, and you're also able to get enough value from what you do, right? Value could be in different forms. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, personal development, and I'm excited that my senior colleague and a friend, that's Farmer Samson Ogboli, would be joining us this afternoon. So if you are also, if you know him, or perhaps you don't know him, it's also another opportunity to learn from him and to glean from his wealth of knowledge and experience over the years in the sector. Is really is it's beyond saying doing great for himself. No, it's doing great for everybody, everybody across board in the sector. So yes, and it's also an inspiration to many of us, including myself. Yeah, and I believe that is coming with this. So Precision Agriculture Incubation Program, to give you a refresher again for this new week. Uh, okay, yes. Okay, sorry guys, I'm trying to reach our speaker. Give me the opportunity to. Okay, so we can proceed. So I have our speaker ready now. So the program, it's actually born from my years of, um, I mean, in the sector, and as a leader and pioneer in the aspect of precision agriculture. As a young professional, I'm young, as you can see, and it is my desire to see that many young professionals are also equipped with the knowledge, right, and not just knowledge of the skills of precision agriculture, in terms of how do we leverage technology to deliver precision agriculture into action in Africa. So this is actually my call. This is actually what I. This is why we founded Precision Feed Academy, so that we can be able to inspire, we can be able to build the capacity of young professionals to lead in the future of work. Yeah, so it is that's just why we do what we do, or why we started this. So to this program, we aim to empower you as participants to embrace innovation, uh, to inspire you to be a creator, not just a consumer of technology, particularly in the agricultural sector. You yourself, you can be able to lead with technology. You would not just hear about technology. We also want to inspire you with a sort of people who are already doing things, right? With sort of people who are already contributing to impact, who are already making stride, and you also can be inspired to also do the same. So this is what we why we are doing what we are doing, and to to help you, to empower you to optimize your farm management practices. I'm beginning to see that already from the reports that we get, right? How some of you have better clarity. Okay. Is it noisy? Emeka, you mean it's noisy here or where? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, today's let me put on the light. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get your message, Emeka. Okay, I get your message. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay. While I'll just move on. So we have objectives. Our objective is to close the knowledge gap and skill gap. Your skill, I mean, of participants about precision agriculture and technology. We want to raise the next generation of remote pilots, and that remote pilot here means drone operators, technicians, those who can use the drone technology as a tool in their hand as professionals. Okay, either to collect data or to perform specific activities. We also aim to groom young precision agriculture leaders and stakeholders for global exploit. And we also want to build the capacity of you as youth in respect to technological application in agriculture. We also want to promote the adoption of innovative and sustainable farming technologies that improves agricultural productivity and resource management, to foster entrepreneurship and encourage participants to develop technology driven solutions for agricultural challenges. So, and that's the topic today will relate to that. And yeah, we want to create a network of digitally empowered young agricultural professionals who can drive positive change in the agricultural industry. And I believe you are one of them. Um, yeah, and yes, we are all about capacity building, gender inclusivity, um, policy advocacy, innovation, research, and innovation. So, good thing again is we have seen many people pass through this program who are equipped and they are, inspiring them towards research. Okay, I need to attend to our speaker. Okay, and yeah, I believe that we can all inspire one another. And yes, you already know about this. We have this into virtual and on-site, also physical and hands-on training on-site. So our core technology includes drone technology, GIS and remote sensing, artificial intelligence and data science, robotics and Internet of Things. Talking about data science, I think we have one or two practitioners, global practitioners. We have Dr. Joseph Miango, a leader in the UK when it comes to data science in agriculture, and is also a lecturer at the university. I mean, Upper Adams University. So that will be sharing with us around data science in agriculture, robotics, and Internet of Things. I think you've gotten some good information on that. And we also have personal and enterprise development for agtech innovators like you. Okay, I am still trying to wait for our speaker to join in. Please just be patient with me as I bring her on board. I think she's having some connection issue. So we just help her sort things out. So yeah, that's what we have for you, and I hope you are excited like myself today. Okay, let me just. Okay, yeah, apologies, guys. I'm trying to help speaker sort uh, in joining. So just give us some minutes. So, Mary, if you can hear me, your device is not connected yet. Your mic, you would have to allow the platform to access your computer or device, mic, and speaker. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. I think we have our speaker here already. Um, Mary, if you accept, you can just help me with your video to confirm uh, that you're set. And if you have a presentation to put up, you can send it to me or you can upload it directly on the platform using the plus sign in the middle of the monitor, just at the center of the screen that you have. You can be able to upload or share your screen, upload your presentation so that you can be able to move it around or share your screen. Can you hear me? I'm Mary. Hello. We still have. Can you hear me? Our participants are eagerly waiting to learn from you, and we need to get this sorted. Okay. All right. I'll be here to help. So let me know. Can you can you mute? Can you on your video? Mary, um, you, you can unmute your mic if you can hear me. Okay, yeah, you are unmuted now, but I can't hear you. Let me pause the music. Okay, can you unmute your mic so that we can hear you again? But I no audio is coming from your hand, but I know that you're mute or muted. You're muted, but no audio is coming out from your hand. How about your video? If you want to check that. Okay, Mary, I know you can hear me, but no audio is coming from your hand yet. And let's check if we. All right, I can see Deborah. Is Deborah with you? Deborah, can you speak just to confirm? Um, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe okay. Yeah. Maybe you want to try again. Oh, it's muted. Sorry, guys. I know that this can be sort of exhausting. Oh, it looks like your device is coming in and going out of connection. Okay, Deborah, if you can hear me, please speak.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear.
Okay, yeah, you can hear. Okay, and we can hear you too. Looks like Mary's device is not connected to audio and also for video. Okay, okay. On your WhatsApp.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Well, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Finally,
Okay.
finally. Okay, is your video good? If you're fine with
My
that,
name
let's.
is Mary Waikuchu Onyagebo. I'm the hub manager for Benue Agro Innovation Hub. I apologize again for the network issues that I had earlier. Femi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So I'm just leaving the stage so that you can be in to talk. We can hear you. We can see your screen. Um, but we'd love to see you if you can put on your video.
Okay, so today we are speaking on today I'll be speaking nations. It's actually a very, 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 very broad topic, but we'll just be speaking for about an hour, 30 minutes, and I'll try to go straight to the point and then just give you pointers basically as to how you can create solutions that are market centered and market driven. Just give me a few minutes. Let me confirm that Femi can hear me. Okay, thank you very much. While we are waiting for him, the next, I think let's just dive in while I wait to confirm from him. The first question before we start will be, what is a market-driven solution or innovation? What qualifies a solution or innovation to be market-driven? So I would like to say first that for a solution to be market-driven or a solution or innovation, it has to be an idea or a product that is centered around the final consumer. It may be, so we're talking agriculture, so it may be the farmer, it may be the consumer, anybody on the pain points of the final consumer. So yes. Next, we'll say I'll be giving about 6 points, 6, 7 points. So like again, like I said, today we are not going to be. It's not a master class, and it's not an incubation. So we're just going to be having pointers as to how to make sure that your solution is market driven, is useful in the market, right? You will not want to have a solution that is 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 just good for you. It's a good idea. So we have a lot of good ideas that are not necessarily useful to the people that they are supposed to be useful for. So in trying to guard against that, so I'll just be giving you pointers as to how to make sure that whatever you are building, your solution, your product, are useful in the hands of the final user or consumer. So the first point is start with the problem, not the tech, right? So let's use this training that we are having now. So because the flying farmer Femi now has taught us how to fly drones, and then maybe if I want to start my startup in Benue, and because I know that okay, I have a drone now, this is what I want to do, right? Processes and all that. It may be a good idea, but again, it should not be about my skill. It should not be about my resources. It should be about what the farmer needs now, right? So I would want to come back to Macaulay or come back to the person I'm trying to solve the problem and make sure that it's problem enough, and it's a problem and a pain point to the person that I'm seeing, and then they are willing to pay for it, or there is a system that I'm going to get value back. when I offer this service or this product to the final consumer. 2 years ago, I was at the Thrive Agric meeting in Abuja, and Chisom said something where at the panel discussion, and she said, if you are an agri-tech startup and you want to build for farmers, or you want to build for a particular value chain, or you want to build anything in agriculture, take out a don't hurry and build, right? Go and study the problem. Go and sit with these people. If they are rural farmers, go and stay with these rural farmers, interact with them, see them, how this thing is a problem for them, understand it. As we go further down the conversation, we'll get to point out these other points. But I would really want you to understand that your solution is not your solution. The solution is not your solution, right? The solution is a solution to a problem. And you have to make sure that whatever you are building is solving a problem, is solving a pain point of the final consumer. And you need to be very sure. Don't assume, don't just sit down in your office somewhere and then just assume that, oh, farmers need mechanization, or farmers need this service, or farmers need that service. You need to back and do all that to make sure that this is actually a pain point for them. So start with the problem, not the technology. Why should you do this? It helps you to reduce your risks and your stage, right? You don't want to build something and then nobody's using it. You don't want to build something and then everybody wants to use it, but nobody's willing to pay for it because it's not as important to them. So it's very important that you do this. How should you do this? Okay. How should you do this? So for your idea, when you have this idea, write a problem statement and then plan and how you plan to solve it. So when you have that, it helps you to put and clarify your ideas. So I give an example. So I work with smallholder farmers a lot. So I want to assume that smallholder farmers have a lot of losses because they don't have insurance, right? So from planting to flood to fire to post-harvest losses to storage to transport. So the whole value chain does not have like standard system, right, for insurance. And I just sit down in my house and I'm thinking, oh, these people, this is their problem. It's not enough that I feel is their problem. I need to interact with them and find out, okay, do you think if you have this solution, would you take it? Do you think this is a problem for you? How do you even solve these problems now? Because one problem does not have one root cause, and one problem that how you plan to solve this particular problem. Because for the matter of insurance, they may have different ways. They will say, okay, we want to buy insurance. They may say, no, we don't want to buy insurance. We want to do savings instead. We want to do this, so there. For one problem, there's not one solution, right? So that's why you need to now know, how do you plan to solve it? Is this the best approach? Because this is not just a one problem, one solution thing. There's always, different solutions that you could come up with. Okay. Moving on now. So practical steps that you can confirm if the problem that you think that they actually have it. So I would suggest, like I said earlier, go and interact with them. If possible, try to, if you are providing solutions to farmers, take out one season, go and start the process with them from the beginning of the farming season to the end. It's just what I feel you get to understand the impact that problem have on the whole system, not just one-sided, right? So start the farming season with them and end with them with the harvest, and not see it through the end, and then see how that problem affects the whole process and the whole chain. And aside that, you can talk interviews with this farmer. It does not have to be formal with the whole form and all that. You can just do it from interaction. Have interview goals, right? Don't just go and start asking people random questions. Have goals for these interviews. So uncover the real challenges that they have, and then quantify the impact in time, input, and yield, right? Know it. So these are the things that you would want to look out for, so that you know how much your solution will be valuable in the market, right? The next will be top pain points, right? When you are doing this, you now find out that the challenges that these farmers have is not just the one that you identified, right? So you get to see that there may be other pain points that are more pressing and would have more impact, right? So pick out the top pain points that these farmers have during this time, your time with them, interaction with them, and then validate this pain point. So it's not a one person's pain point, it's not a two person's pain point. When you have interacted a couple of farmers or a couple of your target audience or the target users, you get to find out if it's not a one person thing, and then you get to find out if it is not just this season. So there are some challenges that, okay, let's give an example. A flood that happens when the dam in Cameroon is released, right? So it does not happen every year. I think it happens every 10 years. And then adventure, you go and go for your market survey, and then you find out that okay, flooding is something, but you don't know these places are not even not flood prone. So if you go and do a whole solution just because of something that happens once in 10 years, you may be building something that would not be sustainable, right? So you want to validate that this pain reoccurs and it's not just a one person's pain point. Right. Okay, sorry, there's a typing error here. Separate symptoms from right. So this is really important that you know that sometimes you just see a problem and you just feel, oh, it's a problem. Some of these problems are not the problems, so they are root causes. So distinguish between problems and root causes. And why should you do that? So symptoms are what you see basically, but the root causes are the underlying constraints, and you want to focus on the underlying constraints. What are the things that cause this thing to happen? Let me give you a practical example. Post-harvest losses, it's a mess. It's a right now about 40% of produce gets lost due to post-harvest loss, and it is one of the biggest challenges that and sometimes you just say, oh, okay, and post-harvest losses, oh, mangoes are spoiling in Benue, oranges are pouring on the road in Benue, how can we do this? And then you're just seeing orange and you say, oh, women are pouring oranges on the ground. How can we do it? We need to make sure that more trucks are moving. Maybe you can now see that trucks are falling on the road. They are wasting oranges. But you now see that is just a symptom. It's just because the truck spot on the road. The root cause will be that the whole value chain. So logistics is one, but then again, industries. There are no industries here that can, do value addition on those oranges or mangoes or those fruit as the case may be here. So that may actually be the root causes. The root cause may be that it's because there are no industries that are taking a large amount here. So you just see that, okay, these things are spoiling and you just want to go and solve a problem that if another solution comes in the next 5 years, your solution starts to struggle. So you would want to also do that. It's important for us to do that because if you solve symptoms, you may provide short-term relief, but it would not really scale and it's not really sustainable. But if you provide solutions to the root causes, the likelihood of providing a durable and a sustainable solution and a scalable solution, you will be well on your way to doing that. So next step for this, what I would want you to do is to sit down and ask yourself why. Have at least 5 whys that speaks to the problem that you are trying to solve. So why are they oranges spoiling on the road? Why is the farmer still using hard labor? What is the problem? Why is it? So have at least 5-6 reasons why this problem is still going on, right? And then try to figure out what the root causes are, and then choose a root cause that has a lightweight MVP. This cannot be overemphasized, right? So, like I said earlier, there's no one reason for a problem, and then there's no one solution to a problem, right? You would not want to go and start building something that in the next 10 years you have not finished building. Build something that you know you can scale from, but then you can't start with. You have the capacity to build and it starts making impact before you continue to scale. So yeah. Okay, so we are now on number 3. And number 3 is talking about define a narrow testable value proposition. I just spoke a little about that now. A market-driven value proposition links the product to a tangible benefit and a credible delivery mechanism, right? So build something that you can manage and you can test. So you don't want to start building an industry because you see a problem, right? Build something that you can start and finish, and then something that you can manage and something that you can be able to finish building. So don't start and then get frustrated, and don't build something that is so complex that your team or yourself would not be, you don't have the capacity to finish it. Pointers here are the exact job that this thing wants to accomplish. You need to state it clearly. So articulate the exact thing that your solution, your product is going to accomplish. Be very direct, be very simple, be very straightforward, right? Use simple grammar and simple English. This is for your personal consumption so that you understand what you're building, right? So articulate the exact thing. My solution is going to provide XYZ, right? Show evidence that your solution is going to do better than the current practice, right? So because we know that for every solution, like I said again, somebody's already doing something in that space, most likely. How does this your solution provide more relief? How is it better than what is already on ground, right? You should be able to state that very clearly. So we have a template here. So for X users, our product help do this by delivering this, unlike this solution that is currently in the market, right? So let me give an example. For farmers, let me use the Erido Agro SAMEC platform. So for farmers, for smallholder farmers and cooperatives, our SAMEC platform helps smallholder farmers and cooperatives to provide farm machinery by delivering them, giving them easy payments using produce, not cash. And then we're going to be doing this, and then it's better than what they have, because the farmers currently have to pay with cash, they don't have, but our solution is going to provide them these machineries, and then they don't have to pay. They have to pay within 4 to 5 years, and they pay with produce. So be very clear. I just give an example. Be very clear, be very direct, and then state how this works, right? So let me just move back a little. So when you have this, validate with 5 users. Remember the users that you had interaction with. Go back and see how this solution and how what you're trying to build solves this problem and see how it fits in, because you have studied them, because you have interacted with them. You get to find out if what you are thinking and what you are trying to build is going to fit the problem and the challenges, that their pain points that they have. Right. I was actually hoping that this would be interactive, so I had space for Q&A here, but I think we're going to just skip that quickly, very quickly, and then we're going to move. So we're going to move to number 4 now. So validate your VP with lightweight, low-risk pilots. Don't overwhelm yourself. I would advise you, don't overwhelm yourself. Use pilots that are lightweight, something that you can do, you can start and finish, something that will not cost you to exhaust your whole savings. Because again, this is not your final product, this is not your final value, this is not your final solution. You are just going to test, and then you're going to come back, and then you are going to redefine and refine your idea. So for this stage, you'd want to do something that is the basic model, right? The basic model of your solution. Put it out, and then with minimal risk to you and to your, of course, your consumers. But push it out there. If they would even pay for it, because I mean, you're in business, you're here for more, you're here to impact and also make money. So test if it's viable, test if it's desirable, and then test if it's even working, if it solves the problem that you are planning for it to solve. And then you also check, what are the other things, challenges that I am seeing now. What is happening? Is it solving it? Is it bringing another problem? Is it affecting something else? Is it interacting well? Is it so? You want to check all that, right? Very important to know that at this stage you are not selling, you are trying to learn. You're in your learning phase, and you are very attentive to the people that are testing your product, to the farmers, to your consumers that are willing to test. You are very attentive to getting their feedback. You're using this to get feedback that are going to use to refine your product. Right. So
Hi guys. Our speaker will be back very soon. Our speaker will be back very soon. Yeah, thank you so much for your question, Ibrahim. Please keep your question coming. Yeah, she'll be back soon. Thank you. Hi, Anita. Um, we apologize. Okay. Hi, Mary. You're welcome back. Can you speak now? Okay. Yeah. All right. Can you unmute your mic and if you can continue with the class, or perhaps we can reschedule?
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
we can just round up today, but we can then finish another day because I can see a lot of questions that I didn't see originally on my other device.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So
So you-
I would just I would just answer the questions and then maybe we can reschedule for another day.
good. Very good. Very good.
Is that fine?
Yes, please go ahead. But it looks like your network is.
With balance. So when we finish the class, we'll talk about business modeling. Because even if you're an NGO, you still need to find a way to make money to keep the lights on. So you have to find a way to get cash flow in, and while you are making impact and solving real time problems. But you have to have a model that brings money in, that sorts not just sorts out and keeps you afloat, but it's profitable and it's scalable and it's sustainable. And that's why it's very important to make sure that, and that's why we're having these conversations, so that we can be able to build a solution that people are willing to pay for it, see value enough to be able to pay for it. And when we talk about the business modeling, you now see that it's not every time that they have is access to input, quality input, of course, and then they do not know practices. And I see that they have all these challenges. Next thing I would want to do is that I would want to reach out to organizations that are interested enough taking this sesame seed, and then try to get their initial investment before produce is given to them. So that way I get money, I can take my charge out, which is now my profit, and then be able to provide the impact and this, the support I need to provide for farmers. So there's always a way to be able to make these things work. But we'll talk about business modeling, and then we'll talk about how you can actually make this money out. Because once you're not making money, trust me, your startup is going to fold and you're going to be frustrated and it's not going to work because it's not sustainable. So you have to find a way and make sure that this is the case. So yes, so I've answered that. Um the next question is, how realistic is it to sit with farmers directly to truly understand their challenges when developing market-driven agri-tech solutions? It's realistic. If you want to build, so it's not just farmers, if you want to build for a population, it's very important that you take out time to understand them. I think it's one of the most important things you have to do before you decide that this is what you are going to, because a lot of energy, a lot of money, your time is going to go into building this solution. You want to be sure that once this solution is out, people are ready to use it and it's going to get the desired output and desired impact that you would want. So you would want to understand and you want to make sure that this solution is solving a pain point, is solving a challenge that they have. And you want to make sure that they see it as valuable, they see it as important, and they see it as something that they can pay for or give a particular value to get it. Right. So it's really important and it's realistic to city farmers. If you are building a if you are building a tech startup, if you are building a tech startup that is going to be scalable, you would want to do that. And it's really important. It's a really important step. Okay, I think yes, so thank you very much. I think those are the only two questions. I don't know if I missed anyone out. I don't know if I missed anyone out.
Not sure. Not sure. Think. Thank you so much, Mary. We would communicate with our participants. When next we can sort of reschedule and have a more robust and smooth section with you. Honestly, they are really eager for to learn because this topic is very very important as we are hitting on
Okay.
very important topic. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Mary, once again.
Okay,
We
thank
can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you very much. I would communicate a good time, and then I would speak to you if it's okay to bring a few tech startups founders so that we can have like a little
Yes.
Q&A
Yes, we are.
session in the end so
Yeah,
that they get to ask people that are actually on the field. So I'll
good.
communicate a good time with you and then we can now reschedule. Thank you very much. And I apologize to everybody again. And you can keep your questions. Once we have that session, we would have more than enough expertise to answer them. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
And over from me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much. We do appreciate your time, your expertise, and your willingness to sort of impact. And that's something I know about you. Always ready to share and to guide. Thank you so much, Mary. So, guys, thank you so much also for keeping, keeping with us with all of these technical issues. So we would be communicating a good time where we are going to have another section with Mary. But I believe that with this short period of time, we've been able to gain, from and gain and glean great insight and wisdom. You've gotten clarity as to bringing your innovation to market. Yeah, very important. Thank you so much once again for joining in, and I will see you in say 3 hours plus. I mean, that's 3 p.m. For a class on personal development for you as agritech innovators. And we are bringing on board the highly esteemed Farmer Samson Oguli. Okay, so I hope you're excited. So tell your friend, tell your colleagues to join in. We're going to be sharing the login details. For the next section with you. And if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe. If you're also on LinkedIn, Precision Academy's Precision Feed Academy's LinkedIn page, you would also see. You can also mark attend to attend. Then you can be able to get notification on LinkedIn. I mean on YouTube. If you subscribe, you would also get notification when we are live. So 3 p.m. With Farmer Samson Ogbuli. You can always trust him to deliver. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a great day ahead. I'll see you later. Bye.